ladies and gentlemen. The chapel of Sainte-Chapelle. Difficult to take any kind of photograph from the outside unless you're in a helicopter, because it's in the middle of another palace, as we see. If I come down, and here's the entrance where you'll go in, you'll see that we're completely surrounded by the Palais de Justice and the Conciergerie, of course, which is part of it. Now here you'll see the two levels of La Sainte-Chapelle. You go in the lower level, and there's some winding staircases, one person wide, that you go up onto that second level, and the second level is beautiful. In fact, stunning is the only word you can use for it. You really wouldn't guess what it was like from the outside. Well, let's go and get started. Well, that's the sight you get as you come out of the stairs, climbing upwards into the Haute Chapelle. I hope you're getting these windows. There's quite a lot of noise here in the chapel because it tends to echo. On the left-hand side, unfortunately for us, we've got some restoration works being done on 7 of the windows. Let's have a look at the roof here, standing at one end. The windows soar up with tremendous. I've never seen such large ones. Here's a close-up of some of the windows to give you an idea of the detail and the colour. I think what really strikes you is the height of these individual windows. Just a tremendous achievement. Let's just walk through, and I'll shut up and let you have a look. Not quite so many people here as there used to be a few minutes ago. Sorry if it's a bit shaky, but I'm having to dodge people as we go. Now, here we are, coming to the front of the chapel. Now this is the reliquary. Originally, very cleverly, he bought the crown of thorns and some other relics of Christ, and this chapel was in fact built in the middle of another palace. So that's why you can't see it actually, except the roof from the outside. And within that palace was the reliquary with these sacred so-called relics, which everyone believed in at the time. Thus, you had religious power, tremendously important in the Middle Ages, and physical power, military power, combined in one. Well, they've just shouted out that there is 5 minutes before Sainte-Chapelle closes, so I've just got time to give you a last sweep around and a view of the famous Apocalypse window. These are the massive rear gates at the back of Sainte-Chapelle. As we move up, you see the famous Apocalypse window. The Apocalypse Rose window. If you come here, they've got 20 different panels of explanation to tell you what's going on. In the middle, St. John with his feet on the 7 churches of Asia, so I'm told, and And I notice, if you look at the close-up in the gallery, he's actually got a sword in his teeth. Not sure about the relevance of that. But just have a look at this window. It's huge. And with the statues of the saints and the colour, we can't give you the proper colour here, it's a sort of orangey colour, but in fact it's very reds and blues and gold. It's very distinct when you come and actually see it, but it's faded. I found some of the shots in the still shots bring up the colour better than in real life. Well, there we are. Sainte-Chapelle. Certainly worth it. As the windows rise up to heaven, look at the roof. I think it's time to say goodbye.